Oh, sorry. I unmuted and just saw the bar be entirely red. It does that a lot. I think it's usually fine. You know, my hand, because I'm using my mouse, is on the little stand I have for my mic. I need to be careful about that. Just going in. Yeah, it looks okay. 40 seconds in. Sweet. Just, again, uh, Streamlabs? No. Restream is a bit dumb and old. It's not hip with the times, so it doesn't have like auto select for Zenless and Zero on category. Um, just checking everything in. I don't even know if I spelled defense correctly. I definitely misspelled that. Oh gosh, I'm about to sneeze though. Oh, that sucks. I literally start streaming and I immediately feel like sneezing. It's painful. Okay. Category updated for Shiyu defense. Yeah, okay. I just might as well make sure it's correctly set for Twitch as well. I haven't checked Twitch in a while. How do you block and mute? Yep, alright. Alright. We here. We back. Yeah. Just gonna get to doing... Yeah, okay, that's all correct. And let me check this. Yep, and so I can do this, but if I re-enable this, yeah, well, it's there. All right, Lighter this time around. Why not? I don't play as him much because I play as Lycon because he runs the fastest. I don't know why I'm clicking this because that's obviously the incorrect one. Gosh, I had a burp come up and it didn't even feel that bit good. That sucked. Anyway, all right. Perfectly set for the preset teams. Um, hmm. Physical here. I kind of wouldn't mind playing some more. Yeah, it's fine. I was doing actually some testing earlier on the notorious hunts. Unfortunately, they feel a bit weak. Unfortunately, so basically, my conclusion is if an enemy is weak enough, then yes, Koleda is probably better than Lucy, Nicole, or Jiun. But it depends. Like, she can clear the notorious hunt for the dead end butcher faster, but she doesn't. And you know, this was the build I was using, so I was going stunner Koleda with this. So swing jazz might have been better. No, I don't know if you ever get a burn. Against the fire resistant enemy, you need a little over 5 EX specials. I remember testing it between Koleda and Lighter. Both of them need a little over 5 EX specials to burn the enemy. So it's like using, honestly, Koleda's normal special and then Lighter's probably full combo morale punches probably burns the enemy after 5 EX specials. And for Lighter, it's 5, double EX specials. So the same amount of energy usage for both of them. So, when you have multiple fire agents, it's pretty easy to keep up the burn anomaly, especially when it's very easy to keep up burn, especially when they aren't fire resistant. Let's see. Yeah. Just swapped some gear around just to make Koleda a bit better. And then, so I also swapped their W engines. Lighter is going to be having the slightly worse range and blade song I have, because G1's the main damage dealer for the other team, so it's only fair that she keeps that. I don't want to see what this looks like. It kind of looks terrible. Hold on. Something feels off. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Yeah. It's a bit faster to do Lighter. Alright. That's... Looks... Yeah, that's correct for having the not as good discs. Oop, my bad. Koleda's correct. And then Lucy is, yeah, back to this. And no, they'll swap that because it's better to have the extra attack on. I assume Astra loses a bit more than Lucy. Yeah. Energy regen set, but she breaks. Now it's going to be a full cap for the attack buff. Swing Jazz, Nicole, Inferno Metal, Lighter, and Koleda. But Lighter needs Impact W Engine and Impact here just to buff decently. Like, even when I forget to use the double EX, which only gets to, I think, over 74%. So it's not like separated by divisions of 5%. So it's every percent counts. So Lighter's at least like over 70% with Hellfire Gear's buff. And even if I miss that, it's over 50% damage boost. So it's very important to give him Impact. Unfortunately, it means you can't really put too much crit on him. I think you literally need his W Engine full phased out. Wasn't that how it's phrased in places? It's phased. It's phrased somewhere that they're called phases. But yeah, if you have a maxed out Lighter W Engine, you can get the full buff and put a crit or an attack percent here, which is funny. But if you're going like M6 Lighter with double support, he's probably still better to put Impact on. So he still stuns faster. Lucy, yeah, standard. Gave her more crit. Yeah, I think she's fire damage here. Might be better to go a 10 ratio there, but the only thing is that it's not a great pen ratio disc. Yeah, it's 38, so I remember it's literally double the attack on the other one. Because Lucy's attack is perfect for every 2 flat attacks is equal to 1% attack. So it literally has double the attack here and then crit damage. But pen ratio is strong, especially because Lighter and her own buff is really strong for herself and Koleda. That's why they're both built with pen. Fortunately, I just don't have any good, I don't have insanely good crit rate. And so I'm going harder with attack percent. This is really good disc. I really like this one. But unfortunately, this is disc 3 is where all my good Woodpecker discs are as well, so it's not that big of a boost. So yeah, imagine if that HP plus 2 was attack percent. I might be using that instead. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright. These are the teams. Yeah. Haven't started it yet, so this will be, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes of going through these. They're a bit long, especially the multi-stage ones. It sounds like people were having an easier time with this. It might be rough for me because I know Friday is not as interactive in a way. I remember him being pretty rough the last time he was around. But it's been so long. Alright, these are... Oh, cool. Oh, hey, cool. Got a chain. Why the heck isn't that guy? How'd that guy dodge? Oh, it's like the first stage. Oh, dang, that was a lot of wasted attacks. Alright, yeah. Not enough energy on. Not enough energy on Nicole. Decided to double quick assist there. Okay. Not cool. And I think this ultimate, they're small enough that they'll actually... Nope. Never mind. Gosh, I actually hate how much Shiyu swings around. Cause I'm trying to like when you use her. Oh, it's just when you using her EX special, she just swings around the enemy when I'm trying to line it up with something. It's actually really annoying, which sucks. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it was under a minute 20, and it was a low-level fight with 3 phases of enemies. So it's pretty long for the lower-level fight, but, you know, it is what it is. I think this one's Fire Week. Surely it's not that much longer. Yeah, that was a very powerful game. Now it's this details. Which, man, it's annoying because it really feels like... What the heck? Okay, that felt unresponsive, which is really annoying. Alright. Well, Rocket Blue really tried, but Lighter just keeps, like, shoving the enemy behind him for some reason. That's really annoying. Man, this one's nice and easy. Attack faster. Oh wow, it already broke. Why is it not aggressive enough? How is it already stunned, man? It's actually tilting me so hard. Oh, yeah, whatever. And this is actually obnoxious, dude. Just the, gosh. It teleported away, but he didn't do the go back and forth one. Alright. I need a quick assist here, because people don't have their... Or Koleda doesn't have the astral buff. And there we go. Well, that was the 733, so it looks like I did slightly beat the Shiyu team score. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised that he dazed so fast, but I still kinda am for some reason. I know it's a lower level fight, so presumably they just have less days. But yeah, I'm still annoyed how that Hadi wasn't, you know, attacking, so I couldn't get another, like, perfect assist or defensive assist on him. So that tilted me already. It should be fine. This should be the more annoying one. It's the Vanquishers now. Or Shadow Vanquishers. Alright. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, please be aggressive. Oh, gosh dang, I'm like spamming my button too much. And it's registering as a... I think it's about to get busted. No, okay, cool. No, well, I was trying to get the quick assist out from Astro to give you and the buff. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, that was a bit slower. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, come on, dude. He ran away. I was trying to get around him. I don't know why I'm doing that. It has so little HP. Also mistimed that, definitely. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I'm just making this take way longer than it needs to. Super messing up timing. Oh well. That was fine. It's a very powerful team, so with the ether weakness, it goes by super fast, even though it's 3 phases. So that's nice. Fortunately, this should be the last of the triple phases. Alright. Gosh, it really sucks not having... Oh, come on. Why'd she give it that angle? Alright. I got them a bit closer. Alright. Lighter's still built for DPS, so he... Alright. That Bang Boo definitely launched them away from everyone. Alright. Thank goodness they're lower level. Why? Ah, they were still spawning. And so the attacks didn't like move the camera around, dude. That's so obnoxious. Alright. Now I have the full buff. Yeah, because these are only like... he's really tanky, but, you know, these are only like 2 chain attack enemies. I don't know, I'm still kind of surprised how tanky this guy is right now. And he's a long stunner, so... Oh, really? I'm surprised. Yeah, they keep pairing Moors and Pulchra up together. Alright, well, also, you may have seen that my controller's definitely having drift now, but fortunately it's just the camera, but, you know, it's still bad.
We're just getting started.
Now, come on, he really dashed out of the... out of that hit. That's so annoying. Yeah. Cool. I love... Hey. Come on. Gosh, this is really obnoxious. It's weird. The camera isn't moving like it feels like it should be, because it usually like breaks my neck swinging to the next enemy, but now it's not doing that. Yeah, and then yeah. Oh, come on. I should have been locking on. I hate that so much, dude. Like, why can't you even just hit a wall, dude? Like, why would they let that happen? Such a stupid freaking issue to keep having. Like, what the crap is that? Like, using a freaking EX plus or chain attack, and like, I'm using a chain attack and it just won't hit the enemy because it hits a freaking wall. Like, that's actually the dumbest thing. Alright. I feel like they should have swapped these. It would have let you do testing, even if it's on the weaker enemy, the level 65 version. It'll at least let you do fire testing. Like, for a Shiyu defense with some, you know, loadouts and stuff. Yeah. I wish if the last 2 stages of Shiyu defense are gonna have like the same weaknesses for both sides, I feel like they should like swap it. You know, for anyone who wants to like mess around and see how different combinations compare. Oh, come on, not this again. Please. Why is that all the way? He's backing up, dude. What is this? Like, holy crap. I hate this one so much, dude. Like, especially the freaking parasites. They just, like, after you defeat them, they're still, like, targetable for some reason. That's so stupid. And so you can just, like, keep attacking them when the boss spawns and you want to be attacking that. You know, and so you're stupidly locked onto this stupid little parasite. Oh. I didn't do that at all. Oh, at least I got this out. If I remember, this guy was a bit rough. Actually gonna do this. Yeah, like that to make sure. Are you kidding me? What was that? Why didn't that count as a quick assist? Did it really miss him? Are you kidding me? That's so stupid, dude. How does that happen?
No restriction. Fire as well.
That's actually stupid. Like, what? I hate this freaking game, dude. Like, what is that? Like, how? How do you miss your ultimate on the freaking enemy? Like, he was against the wall, too, so he was still in the attack, but it didn't give me the quick assist because it freaking did a stupid backflip and it missed an entire ultimate, dude. Ugh. I hate that enemy, dude. So stupid. Right. Okay. Alright, it looked like that was gonna happen. Yeah, and see.
Drop the weapon.
Alright.
An opening.
Oh, he was doing his range attack. That's so annoying. Alright, do not immediately backflip. Alright.
Better clear out. Suppress our case.
He did immediately backflip, but I clicked it fast enough. Did it miss? Like, what was that? Like, why didn't he take damage?
Taking the shot.
Alright, this is probably could have saved this,
Bullseye.
which is funny.
Cease and desist.
Honestly, it might do it like this just to get a double, yeah. So how I did it there ended up getting me a double, oh, nice. Alright, still over a minute, yeah. Because first off, those enemies suck. They're like obviously extra tankier than like the normal enemies. So that's really stupid. It's lucky that I have like Shiyu and Nicole there. Yeah. Why is he running there? Like what? Like what was that? You saw that? He just like ran all the way to the side. Like, yeah, I think this might be the way to do it. There's like some guy who's just not getting hit. That's so stupid. Yeah, that was very incorrect, I feel. Oh, what? How did that not count? Alright, and this is the enemy, so I'm gonna use this. I think I use a lot of energy on Koleda to kill the enemy, so I can do this now.
Again.
I am screwing this up because I'm not doing the combo to get I'm not doing the combo at all to get the full buff. Maybe I should have done like a full chain attack combo there. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I should have done this way earlier. Oh, really? Why does that count? What is this? Okay, never mind. Why isn't anything counting? Are you kidding me? Like, not getting any of my defensive assists like several times in a row. What is this? Come on. Yeah, alright. I think... Alright. Standard combo. Will he do it again? No. How did that happen, dude? What is that? Gosh, that's so stupid, man. I could have defensive assist there. Why is he spamming a... Why was he spamming the backward jump, dude? Dude, freaking swapped to freaking Lucy when he just had to stop doing attacks, dude. That's so stupid. Yeah, okay. I think it's just a chain attack bonus. I could have swapped a bit faster than that.
Don't blink. You'll make me bashing you into the ground. Keep going.
Keep going.
Alright. And then doing this should be a lot of days build up. Oh wow, it even stunned him. That's insane. That was like an insanely fast stun.
Here we go.
Alright, you have to do a full combo with Koleda even if it's a bit slow. Because like everyone's out of energy completely, dude.
It's you or me. Out of my way. Gotcha.
Come on, try harder.
My pleasure.
Okay, this should be it. Really? just a bit off. Alright. Oh. Look, at least we freaking... That one felt like it was under a minute and a half. Maybe. Okay, it was 250. Okay, I'll back out and check. I felt much better the second time around. The second stun came out real fast and I was able to get a full buff. But yeah, needing to do double EX is definitely part of why. No, 148. Okay, okay. We were way slower. Fair enough. I forgot we got a 103 over there. Ugh. Really, 148? It's kind of disgusting, dude. Alright. Please don't be cringe. Ah, come on. Like, why do they have to add these? Like, these are actually worse than the freaking Phantoms, and those, like, teleport out of Nicole's gravity field. So that's like... okay, no. I think the Phantoms are still, like, a bit worse. But, man, these are so annoying. Okay. No, I meant to check. What did he have? Okay, just these. That's fine. Gosh, it's so weird how they, like, super randomize the AI, though, because, like, these guys, and then earlier we saw the thugs or hollow raiders just run to the side for some reason. Like when as soon as they spawn, it's just running to the side. Okay, but yeah. Technically both of these. Okay, this is. Oh, you know what? I completely missed it and forgot. So, I'm getting a lot. I'm getting a lot more out of Lighter's buff this time around because it's impact plus 15%. So even if I screw up the double EX timing, I'm probably getting it like 60, maybe 65% of the buff. Well, 65 damage boost instead of just 50. And this does mean if I actually remember to do the timing, honestly, if I just remember to do one EX before doing the full combo, I probably almost max the buff. And then, you know, this time around I can actually max out the buff. Even though I don't have like impact or the shock star 2-piece on Lighter, which is needed to fully max it out normally. The defense decreases. Oh, okay, that is brutal. Since I'm using a penetration build on my agents, I did forget about that. Oh, and you know, it's technically negative synergy with Lighter's debuff because he increases stun duration. So like the last bit of the chain won't have that for some reason. Well, not for some reason, because of the duration. It's kind of stupid. Could have increased it a little bit, but no. All right. Yeah, it's like a massive buff for Avalanche. You'll have it up all the time. Well, but both of my teams basically do it pretty well because Astra Yao at least can get it up a bit earlier than normal for the GUN team, and then a double center team on the other side.
You want to test my hammer?
I did read that right? Yeah, he's physical resistance but fire weak, which is kind of annoying because I don't use too many fire attacks or physical attacks. That's honestly part of the plan when playing Koleda, especially with Lighter. You try not to use normal attack combo too often, and that's where a lot of physical damage is on Koleda. It is funny though, if you have like super strong buffers like Nicole and Astra, and maybe even Trigger, if she has like, I think I saw she has like 20%, and that's probably higher with her core skill, but you know, I'll talk about that later. But Trigger is probably pretty strong debuffer as well. So Astra Trigger is probably a very strong, generically good team for like any attacker. The only question is if the attacker gets their buff, and even then, they might not care. Like Soldier 11 and like Ellen, they wouldn't get their. No, actually, Soldier 11 would, but like Ellen, even if Soldier 11 didn't, that's like 30% damage. But Trigger and Astra would come buff them way more than that damage boost they get from additional passive. So even without fulfilling it, they might be like stronger buffers than Trigger. Astra might end up being a very powerful combination for any team, which is funny. All right, same squad, nothing changes. Yeah, all right. I'm nervous. I'm pretty sure he's a very Friday's a very tanky enemy. I think high days resistance. Fire weak though this time around, so having a stunner even without impact and then lighter who's actually still built with impact and a stunner engine will, you know, daze him pretty well. Why do they? What is this, dude? Like, what is this? Okay, first off, what is that? I'm freaking pressing buttons and it's just not working, dude. Like, oh, that's so annoying. That one felt like a freaking wireless controller issue, dude. That's so stupid. I don't know more what's wrong with my Bluetooth. It does suck though. Like I have to use the controller I like using most is completely wireless. And then like, yeah, what? No, they actually just spawned them far apart. And that guy's way over there. What is that? Okay. I can't even see what's going on.
They're ambushing.
Oh, okay, my bad. Alright, I can do this at least.
Taking the shot.
I'm surprised she didn't have enough energy. Okay, do this.
No restrictions. Fire it well. An opening. Right back at ya.
Oh, come on, really? Please attack fast. Okay, I'm being really stupid and slow. This is dumb.
Bullseye. Freeze.
I don't know. I'm zoning out. I'm actually just tired.
Stand down.
Yeah, I felt like I had that. Yeah, okay. I cleared it in like 119. I'm restarting that though. That felt I really screwed up and then just got really annoyed. Okay. Yeah, no, but man, they also just definitely spawn these stupid enemies far apart, and then they have to like take time being like resistant to like knockback while they get transformed, and resistant to damage too. So they just don't take damage for like the start.
They're ambushing. Move. Tough luck.
Are you kidding me? Like, what is that, dude?
Opening.
I'm restarting, dude. Like, what is this? What's happening here now? Like, the camera isn't moving at all when it, like, normally does. I don't get it. Like, I had a lot of issue with it because of, like, how much it moves during boss fights. Like, it'll, like, break your neck and just spin you around when you want to focus on the boss. But now it's just, like, not moving at all when it normally does. Like, I don't know. Oh, was that not a quick assist? What was that? Gosh, and it's backing up again. What is this? Dude. Come on. Yeah, Minx, what are you doing? Yeah, go. Gosh, dang it, dude. I hate these enemies. Like, and the how spread out they did. Why? It's like the most annoying part of this entire, like, format. Okay. And they... Okay. Am I close? He's not close enough, dude. Really? Come on. Gosh, this is so stupid. Didn't he spawn on the left, though? Why is he on the right? Like, is it actually randomized? Like, what's happening here? So aggravating. No, he is a... Okay, they happen to be close together now. Okay, yeah. No, I almost chained with that. Alright, doing this.
Taking the shot.
Dang, I think this is incorrect because I don't think she has the... But I wanted that alt buff there before using... I don't know why I wanted the alt buff before using... What is that? Yeah, I screwed this up again. Yeah, okay. Dang, I got like 111, so like I lowered the time, but yeah, I still feel like I screwed up a lot. Gosh, it's so aggravating. I really hate those enemies, and especially with how they spread them out now too. I think this is lined up for this. No, not quite. Yeah, sweet. I love that. Oh, love that, dude. Like, what is that? Like, what? Are you kidding me? Gosh, of course, and you... so obnoxious, dude. Hey, that wasn't the worst. Are you kidding me? Oh, what was that? Okay, so he got hit by whatever the follow-up was. He's taking obnoxiously long to stun, so... Okay, Koleda wasn't full energy, so this is fine. Oh, definitely want to get the ults off as soon as I can. Gosh. Oh, I went the wrong way. I meant to do Koleda. Yeah, I figured that was what it's done. Also, I'm really already mixing up what... Okay, I'm mixing up what actually buffs and debuffs. Because I'm already forgetting its chain attack reduces defense, not whatever else I was thinking. Ah, dang, he got staggered by the burn, so he didn't have the opportunity to like dodge, yeah, dodge anything for faster. Oh hey, press that stun. Yeah, okay, I saw that. Somebody, I think that took over 2 minutes. That's obnoxious, dude. 316. Yeah, that was just over 2 minutes because I think the GUN was like a 111. That's really annoying because the big thing I want to keep trying is keeping Koleda under like 2 minutes. Let's see the result of it. 206. Okay, not that bad. All right, almost. Only like okay, 6 seconds over. They say like -2 seconds. So yeah, 4 seconds. Yeah, clean things up, especially the freaking. Gosh, it's so obnoxious how like as soon as I swung in lighter, it looked like they were all grouped together during like the pick a chain attack. But when I canceled, they didn't swap in lighter. They just were all spread out. That's so stupid. Yeah, that's a few seconds. They obviously have the much worse like mob clearing, which is frustrating. 110. I'm happy I got that. That's like somehow, no, not somehow, but faster than the Thrashian. And I'm pretty sure this team was like almost not buffed at all from like the last buff. So that makes sense. Yeah, there we go. Full cleared. Astra GUN still very powerful. Excuse me. But yeah, if you can like one cycle enemies with Qingyi, she should still be stronger for GUN. If you can't do that, I'm pretty sure Astra Yao is stronger than Qingyi. That's about the comparison I have with them. This team is very fun. They clear the fights in 3 stuns, but they get those stuns way faster than everyone else in the game because it's a basically double stun team. I do genuinely, gosh dang it, freaking! I hate Lighter's additional ability so much. Gosh, I can't believe it's like faction and attacker, dude. It doesn't matter for like normal players because like the only anomaly agent is, well, there's 2 anomaly agents I care about it, but one's intentionally designed to make his team weaker, because the ice anomaly agent is overpowered and only technically ice anomaly, but the fire agent is on his faction, or the only fire anomaly is on his faction. And everyone else who would want his buff is an attacker, unless you want to go off meta with like Sokaku or like Koleda. Yeah, that makes Lighter frustrating to put in teams. I really do want to try that triple stunner team with a trigger. That sounds entertaining enough. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, that's like the block for like his jacket. That's like what the actual like model of it, and then it's like textured. The texture is like 0 opacity. It's like the red scarf itself, and then with 0 opacity on top of it. Well, everything else is 0 opacity on the square. That's funny to notice because it's how it looks in the hollow, or against the hollow. That's weird. I wonder what they did, or what they do with hollows that make it look like that. Interesting to see how it works. I wonder if you can see that on other agents with like flowy clothing. I think Anton has flowy sleeves, but his are very big and round. It's obviously noticeable on like Lighter because his is like a tattered piece of clothing. I don't know anyone else with like a piece of cloth like that. Yeah, that's interesting. That what Astra Yao has doesn't do that at all. But what they did for Lighter makes it very noticeable for some reason. Interesting. All right. Well, but yeah. Lighter's additional ability is so restrictive, which is cool when it restricts Miyabi. Frustrating when it restricts, making less powerful agents good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you change it to fire, then if you make it him like a fire faction or fire attacker, then first off, you ruin the, well, you make it impossible to go like Caesar Sokaku Lighter, but you can still, Lighter Lucy Sokaku. But that still screws screws it up a bit for Sakaku, I think. You know. Oh well. Let's go somewhere more interesting. All I needed to do was prove it can still be done, so it is what it is. Going to the twins' room. Because our bedroom has a music box. Music box, jukebox. Not even jukebox, it's a music player. What the heck? Is that how that works? I haven't paid attention to it. I guess this is the modern record player. N3. What the heck does that mean? That is just, I guess, the Zenless logo. But it also, what is it? What the heck is N? I-N? What the heck is that N symbol on Belle's head? That's so weird. No, but yeah, that is funny. Why do they write it like this, though? That's obviously supposed to represent Zenless Zone 0, you know, triple Z. But they wrote it on like that. That's weird. They wrote it sideways, I guess. I don't know, I think Z with 3 lines below it might have made more sense. Whatever. I do realize I put my audio on 1 when I was playing earlier. That's kind of annoying. At least there's probably some audio, but yeah. Yeah, sure. This is good. All right, hold on. Need to keep talking because if a small sound like a tap happens, it makes it much louder on my mic if it's isolated. So that's why I like picking up my water and controller is like way louder if I'm not speaking while it happens. So I'm trying to be cognizant of that. Anyway, that was the word. Anyway. Wait, and boom. Here we are. So yeah, watched it. Actually woke up while it was still premiering, which was interesting. I don't know how I managed that. I remember saying stop spamming W's. Maybe I assume those were probably bots or something because there was like the quality of life here is super nothing. It's just, yeah, quality of life. We won't boot you out of the menus after every enhance. Well, I mean, thanks. I guess. Yeah, no. Disc grinding is still like the worst thing ever, so I don't care. It did give an official look at Soldier Zero Ambi's Severed Innocence. This thing's insane, dude. So it looks like it has a crit damage buff in the similar to Woodpecker's attack boost. So what is it? Basic attack, special attack, or aftershock all give a crit damage buff when you use them for 30 seconds. That's insane. But yeah, that does mean not everyone. Well, she's the only attacker in the game with an aftershock effect, so everyone could only do the attack and special attack. But I mean, 30 seconds for 10% crit damage, I guess. Yeah, you could just throw in a special, even if it's not like. I assume that's supposed to exclude EX special. And if that's true, then yeah, it's slightly bit more obnoxious for certain agents. I think most agents, because you never want to use like non-EX special, but I mean, it's a 30-second buff, so you just keep that up. But yeah, that still means it's like for agents that aren't NB, that's 50% crit damage here on a crit damage disc. Gosh, how do I'm so annoyed. I don't know how to like show my mouse. It's on shuffle? No, it's just ending, I guess. What's up next? Heck no. We left that place for a reason. Alright. Yeah, no, it's 50% here and 80 and 48 crit damage here. So it's a... I need a pointer. Hold on. Here. Crit damage here. Okay, I guess that is what happens when you shake a window. Oh no! Hold on, I need to bring everything back up. Gosh dang it. Okay, maybe I can't use Notepad, or I have to be a bit more careful when I'm using Notepad as a little thing to hold up. Also, because I have a controller, I couldn't see my mouse over the Zenless Zone Zero game, which was the only thing that didn't minimize while shaking the window. So then I couldn't like see how to my mouse to get back to the little notepad. Anyway, yeah, 48 here for anyone who isn't Anby. 50% crit damage here. So 98% crit damage. That's insane. Somewhat similar to what Brimstone. So this is a S rank engine. I think that's let it recall. That's 7-3 attack and then 98 to 108% crit damage. And then like Brimstone is it 683 I think for S rank engines, and then 30% attack, and then combat attack is I think it's 35%. If I recall. All I'm saying is these are like our stat sticks. So like technically if you have like I think about 3,200 attack, this basically doubles in value. I guess should check. I don't have it, but it's in the menus. Hilarious thing I can't afford. I can't afford the master tapes here yet. Oops. I just need to get them. Have 3 more left. I'm gonna pull, so I'll get those later. Unfortunately, since I'm free to play, I still don't feel like I should grab Brimstone. Technically, it's best on Shiyu or something, but it feels like it's gonna be a bit hard to justify. The biggest thing for me is because I have Johnson herb case already. Okay, no, also that's not 35%. I keep mixing that up. Minus 16, I think. No, minus 7. It's 28. My bad. It's 3.5 though, times 8, not 10 though. Yeah, that's the comparison for our stat sticks in this game. Yeah, since I'm free to play, the 30 pulls that could get me an S rank instead aren't necessarily worth Brimstone. And the bigger thing for me is it'd be best on, well, it's Soldier 11's W engine, but I'm still thinking about it along the lines for GUN. It's a big stat stick for her, but it would require me to like change up my build, since my crit rate is based around Zonshin's herb case's 20% crit rate, and Nicole's 15% debuff on enemies. So that's how I get. I think I'm at like 98%. One more crit roll puts me over to 100%. So that's the rough part about swapping to Brimstone. It requires also swapping, your overall kit, or swapping discs and adjusting the build. But yeah, I'm good with not getting Brimstone. But here is just the comparison. Anby's new W engine versus Brimstone. I think I put it here. Also, I forgot it's on a screen, so might as well make sure it's bigger. So yeah, what looks better? 108% crit damage, and so what I was saying earlier, if you have like 3,200, because this is based off of your stats in the menu. Thought I pressed play on that. Somehow I double clicked it and it didn't go full screen. I don't know how that works. looking at it here,
You wanna
since
test the
Shiyu has a
wizard, huh?
strong Wenjin and
Is
high
something the matter?
attacker base attack. She has 630, so she needs 3,264 attack to double it. Which, I mean, yeah, she does have over that. That means the passive attack boost from things like Brimstone's attack or the attack percent discs. Those apply to the 1632, but Brimstone's 28% of combat attack boost is based off of the 3305 here. So in a way, Brimstone is like it's about over. What was it? 56% passive attack. I think that's about true. So it's basically 80, it's like 86, and in some builds 90%, but in other builds 80%. So it's 80% attack or 100 crit damage. It's also this here. So this here lowers this here, but that's fine. So that's basically the comparison for any agent who isn't Anby. We'll say though, this is the first time we're getting like a truly like generic disc in a long while. But most of the time they really go hard on making these like specialized, which if you've seen triggers, if you looked at maybe unofficial sources and seen triggers W engine, then yeah, that's what we normally get, a hyper specialized disc or W engine that just other agents can't use, which is really obnoxious in Trigger's case. If she's a crit based stunner with a crit based W engine, you know, getting that for like maybe other stunners, maybe you want to build them DPS, that could be cool, but then all the effects on it are super limited, and then you're better off using Miyabi's W engine over a stunner W engine with crit rate, you know, assuming that's what Trigger has. Wink wink. Anyway, that's interesting, but probably like better on a lot of agents. It lets you go all out on trying to get crit rate disc, which is good, I assume. With the new that doesn't really matter. The new disc set, which could talk about later. First, I thought I looked at elsewhere. Come on, where was it? No, that's adorable. Anyway, other more pertinent things. Oh, new story and stuff. It's going to be like an agent story here, and then I guess these guys are showing up and they're not actually involved. That's basically what I'm getting. It'll be nice to learn more about them and stuff. I like Soldier 11, so seeing more stories with her and getting more with her and her teammates could be cool and interesting. Trigger is apparently going to be... Sorry, I forgot my pointer. Trigger's apparently going to be like, involved with some origin for Faith in, probably, I guess. So, there you go. That'll be some, backstory for the main characters as well as story for Trigger. So, that's cool. I'll definitely try to do, like, reaction. Holy crap, this is so cool. I'd probably end up doing the... I assume I would want to do the agent stories first. But they tend to lock things to completing main story stuff. So I think we started looking at kits, I guess, right here. I'm not seeing the screen. Isn't it supposed to show like oh, weird. Could be here. Yeah, there it is. There she is. Actually looks kind of cool. Yeah. I don't know. There's something about Anby's bulkier green jacket. I still hate parts of it, like the weird canisters, which I assume are supposed to be like electric current or something to power herself up, which I guess. But I do like the poofier jacket more, even if it's kind of weird. I'm not too big of a fan of Anby's outfit, to be honest. But then like Soldier Zero here is also someone I think is fine, but I don't really care about either. I don't know. She's kind of cute and all, but I don't know. Oh, look, she has this type of scarf. If we stand in front of the holo, we might be able to see if it's, a square like lighters. That's kind of funny. Well, I'm not getting her though, so I won't actually be like checking that. Alright, so, unfortunately I'm skipping her. Her kit looks, I don't know, fine, but her gameplay looks eh. It's more of a team composition thing, and unfortunately, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I should kind of probably like Anby, but just because I do like getting agents that work well together. It feels like putting together a team, but like I don't know, the agents that work well with Anby feel like they're like super like hardcore, artificially made to work super synergistically together, as opposed to like other characters. I don't know. It feels like even more so than like Astra and Evelyn. Like these characters like more hardcore, like made to be together, which I don't know. It feels artificial and uncool compared to like Piper or Lucy, even though like Piper specifically has her EX special that is super synergistic with Lucy, but that doesn't make it feel like Lucy's super bound to Piper in any way, which that more so has to do with Pulchra. Hold on. There's something. I think I paused in a weird... Hold on, let me check. Yeah, okay. Ignoring that. Yeah. She just hyper buffs any other Aftershocker from what I see as an attacker, which... she's an attacker with buffs to allies in a way, but I don't know, it just makes... It more so makes Aftershockers reliant on her rather than her just being synergistic with them. It feels super artificial for Anby to have like all this aftershock buffs and mechanics in her kit, if like the other character's Aftershock is supposed to be like this on-field attacking, but then Anby just Aftershocks as in she just fights a lot on field and stuff, I guess, while buffing the other characters and getting buffed by them, I guess. Specific characters, I don't know, this type of route for like game design feels like kind of stupid. In a way I don't like it. Like there's nothing in like Anby's gameplay that feels like she should... Oh, hold on a second. It's annoying me. I want to see it. Right, click properties. Where... Is there properties? I just want to show my cursor. It's kind of annoying. Enable preview. No. Oh, hold on. Is it here? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's exactly that. And it looks like it'll only capture on this screen. Yeah. So it only captures on things I let it capture on. So yeah, it's not even like pointing out anything specific. It just, makes me feel better talking about it. Yeah, she just, I don't know. There's nothing in her kit that's specifically like Aftershock, aside from artificially synergizing. It's artificially there, so other characters who buff Aftershock buff her. Like she doesn't do like gameplay wise anything specifically different from like Haramasa, right? Does she do like off-field damage? If not, then why is whatever she doing Aftershock? I don't know. That feels like super artificial in a way to like power creep like certain buffs to specific agents in a way I really don't like. So not a fan of Anby, and I don't want to get her just to make another character I want more better, which is the obnoxious thing. This is just her chain. Did we see her ultimate? I don't think so. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. She kind of looks cool, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't like a lot about her. Feels artificial. This is a cool character I liked a lot. Let's see if I can remember why I like her a lot. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Yeezy. Let's see. I think this is it. Is this edited?
We're the first to get here.
Is this low quality even for me? It looks like it says it's HD.
I was thinking, since we have the upper hand, we might as well call it a day. But seeing you like this really brings out my predatory instincts.
So soft. So warm.
I don't know how she grabbed her flamethrowers that fast.
Are you crazy?
Huh? Don't all kitties love being warm and toasty?
Anyway, yeah, I like them both quite a bit. What was it? You know, it's unfinished. Ugh, gosh, I have to open up Koleda just to show it. Oh, also need to be careful about that. Luckily, I don't show anything. I have an actual homework folder and it's full of homework, unironically. Unfortunate. Yeah. Hang on. It's unfortunately not. I should probably get off of that screen. I need to get off of any screen with like 3D. It'll take up space. Also, back here. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Taking a bit to pop up. Come on. Come on. Hit me. Just opening up the one thing. It's one thing I started working on before. It was something I was working on since that 1.2. Yeah, 1.2. You know, cutscene. I don't know. I think they're neat. I think he's neat. Hold on. Yeah, I'm never completing this. I suck at completing things. I'll be honest, completely honest with you. I had trouble drawing a circle and it just stopped. You can probably guess where the circle is. I tried to draw a circle and it just couldn't. Oh well. Sorry, sturdy grandfather. I don't need the cheap views. Yeah, back to this. Pulchra looks cool visually. Think she looks real. I really like the sleeves with all like the orange fiery looking pattern on it. You know, I think down here is supposed to be like her, I guess, shock grenades, which she doesn't use in normal gameplay, but as an enemy. Yeah, I think she looks cool. It's a shame that I may have had some dreams and guesstimations at how good she'll actually be. I did have some worry. I did see that to trigger her assists, you need to use a EX special that's like categorized as heavy. Dang, I can't adjust the volume. Who says I couldn't? Anyway. Yeah, no, that's about fine. So I got a bit worried that was for every attack, but no. As soon as you trigger it the first time around, all your attacks will start eating up her meter. And it looks like she refills her meter every time she swaps back in. And so you just need to, as long as it's active, you'll be able to consume it. As long as she gets into the mode, which is like, I think with her ultimate EX and dodge evasive assist. So yeah, she looks really cool. Unfortunately, she's tied to a stupid mechanic. She's like entirely tied to the aftershock mechanic. And like the frustrating thing is that means she's designed, unfortunately, to be used with a character who, you know, buffs that or gets buffed by it. So of course, you know. Oh, you see something, the cat? No, okay, sorry. The other cat in real life started seeing things. It's so stupid. So like, yeah. Basically, I don't know how doing this looks. I can't see what OBS records with that, so I can't tell if I could actually draw on screen. Anyway, where's this one? Hold on. Boundless Depths. You know, I like this. Oh, only 130 though. But, you know, that sounds really nice. But yeah, she's so obnoxious. She's basically balanced around being used with Ambi, who gets buffed and buffs Aftershockers. So if you don't use Ambi, what's it gonna be? Garbage, probably. Gosh, yeah, no. I'm worried for Pulchra. These are just, you know, visions or something. Guesses, but yeah. If she doesn't change much, like, before release, like, she's like hard locked to Ambi without being used with Ambi. Like, why would you use her aside from liking her? Which is why I'm gonna M6 her. I want to M6 her, but you know, it's a terrible idea. It's a terrible decision. I'm going to pull for Bernice's M2 anyway. That was always my plan. My priorities. I think I already said it before, but yeah, my priorities for Mindscapes and pulling in general is, I think, over here. Not this one. Oh, Sky, need to scroll. Pulchra herself, a Lighter's Wenjin, Bernice's M2, maybe a Caesar Mindscape, and any really cool agent after, which I think I'm gonna end up hoping to get Trigger. Maybe Caesar comes in after. I think I'd actually end up swapping it to, yeah, Trigger if I were to. That was the wrong one. So many texts. I think this is my priority. And so, you know, if they aren't here, don't really care. Yeah, I wanted Pulchra for a long time, so I'm gonna pull her even if she's utter garbage. I'm not gonna just pull Ambi just to make her viable, because I don't like Ambi in a lot of ways now. She also looks pretty simple, so, you know, not even too fun. And I mean, I play Koleda, so I don't hate simple. But there's like a lot with Koleda that I really like, especially doing DPS with like Lucy and just all the, hold on, just all the swapping you do with the team, especially with Lighter, who gains a lot from them being able to spam their AX specials as much as they can. So like, it's a fun team. I quite like that, but you know, I'm sure Ambi's fun. I'll play her during the events that let you play as her. That I have no desire to pull for her, especially when it feels like her like synergy with Aftershock feels like extra arbitrary, and it's really cringe when her synergy makes other characters worse just to make them viable with her, but not too good. Yeah, so you know, I have a worry. There's still chance. There's still opportunity to change, but yeah, I'm worried there. And honestly, kind of assuming they aren't going to change Pulchra much before release. And so Pulchra is going to be utter garbage with anyone who isn't Ambi, is my presumption. But I will be testing her a lot. I did get worried. I think, I don't know if I finished this thought, but worried seeing that you need to trigger an EX special or special that's categorized as heavy. Presumably anything that would trigger a stun on automatic mode. So, which was worrying, except, okay, it's after you use an EX and all attacks after that. The first EX is what triggers it, then, or the first special is what triggers it, but then other things will, you know, continue. Well, any attack will continue her attacking, which is fine. I mean, she should be fine with most characters. It might be a bit obnoxious with Piper, but genuinely, Piper Bernice might end up actually being one of her best teams without Anby, and like she's just gonna be like a way worse than Lucy, like undoubtedly. Like, there's only one reason why Pulchra ends up being usable outside of Anby, and it's because she might give a damage boost. And, you know, it's a nice damage boost. She supports better than Piper, but she deals less days and less damage than Piper, like a lot less damage than Piper. And damage is a really, unfortunately, really diminishing stat. Like, if she gave, like Piper's damage boost is only 18%, if you have like 100%, it's like 9% increase in your DPS, maybe. So like the more damage you get, and it's actually really easy to get a lot of damage. Like even Bernice, she it's fine, I wasn't showing anything. But yeah, Bernice, which we can go to. Oh, well, we could go to, but then we'd lose out on this music. Instead, we can go to on here. Hold on. All right. Like Bernice has like outside of the 30% for afterburn. Well, if you get enough AP, afterburn gets 30% damage boost. But aside from this, like her EX special and everything else doesn't get like a innate damage boost. Like, yeah, I don't think she has like any innate damage boost, so she's reliant on like equipment. But even with like was it? Sorry, keep always mixing it up. Like, why the heck is support a bullet? Anyway, even with like Weeping Gemini, which is good for Bernice, no damage boost here. But drive discs, she gets her ace, and obviously best in slot is Chaos Jazz, and that gives 35%. Okay, and you know, when you get on field, this will still last, so you can still at least like defensive assist and then double EX or double shot EX special, so you can still get the 35% here on her EX special. You know, and ultimate probably. So, you know, 35 always, and then you know, if you're not M2 Bernice, you'll probably have fire damage, so that's 30 more. You know, I can do the math, you know, which is why I brought out the calculator. And then what else? Oh, my bad. No, let's just say that. Let's say, you know, let's be generous. What if Pulchra has a 30% damage buff? Somehow, that would be stupid. It pretty high, pretty decent. Let's see. 1 for your baseline damage, and then increase it by 95. It's all these buffs here. And then you divide it by what she has without the theoretical Pulchra buff. Only an 18% damage increase. That's nice. Let's see. What if Bernice had like a 2900 attack? All right, and then you let's say multiply it by Kaboom the Cannon. All right. Did I divide? I divided. 29. Multiply it by Kaboom the Cannon's buff. And then you add 600, you know, from Lucy. And so then you divide this by the theoretical 2900 attack Bernice has. Oh, it's a 36% damage increase. That's so cool. Like, Pulchra's, even if she has something as big as a 30% damage boost, she's like way worse than freaking Lucy, dude. Like, that's insane. Like, what do you need? Like, all right, let's say you don't have a leveled up Kaboom the Cannon. How good is Kaboom? Honestly, let's just say you have a Lucy and she's stuck using something a bit more cringe. All right, so no attack boost from the W engine. Now let's see. Again, 2900. So 35 divided by 20. 29. 20% damage boost. And again, not including W engine. Epic. Oh yeah, Lucy probably deals a lot more damage than Pulchra. Like a lot. Like, especially in a Bernice team, where especially where the comparison is with Piper. What's it? What does Lucy have? Let's say level 15 special. You know, fly ball or the ball, line drive, 1,150, 1,200 here, and then every time you trigger this, it's 300 more damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lucy massively outdamages Pulchra, like thoroughly. But you know, Pulchra's a stunner. I feel like Lucy might stun as well as Pulchra. That's outside of ultimate. Like her ultimate is just like 300, you know. It's 3,900 multiplier though, her ultimate. So you know, it's still over 1,000 chain attack. I think 1,100 about. So yeah, she Lucy buffs harder, deals more damage, like substantially more damage, and like the comparison is like if Pulchra gave something as high as 30% damage, she would still like barely boost an agent without damage boosts. Like this isn't even honest because like let's see, fire damage, the chaotic metal, that's the only thing I'm giving Bernice here. Like she still gains 30% damage for afterburn. So like sorry, I'm pressing buttons. That's a 2.25 divided by the 1.95 for basically the afterburn. Afterburn only gains 15%. And then if you add any other boost, like you're probably using her with Piper. So what's that? At 43 divided by 2.13. It becomes 14% if you use her with Piper. And it gets worse and worse, while Lucy just gets, like, Lucy would stay at worst, like, maybe a 20% damage increase from her attack buff alone, let alone anything she gets with the W engine, which, I mean, Pulchra could also gain buffs with the W engine. It's probably just a damage buff, though. Like, is there going to be a stunner W engine that gives attack? Is there one? The answer is no. Let's see. This increases her impact. That's nothing. This is a 20% damage boost. Wow. That's wow. That's probably left her, you know, if she actually basic attacks, 30 times. Oh, 15 basic attacks. Hopefully she can do that. Nothing here. Let's see. Inflict more days. That's nothing. More days. No. Increase your impact. Oh, no. Oh, increase days. Inflicts days. Increase impact. Yeah, so she has this one. Maybe. She probably doesn't auto attack enough for it though, does she? So whatever her W engine is, if it's even a damage boost to the party, but it's an A rank W engine, right? So no, she probably won't. So she's probably stuck with like maybe a 30% damage boost to everyone. Maybe, theoretically, if that's even what Pulchra's M6 does. Oh, why would it be her M6 though? That'd be insane. They'd be insane to stick like her only buff to everyone on her M6. That'd be a stupid thing to do. But yeah, no. Sounds like for everyone, she's probably thoroughly worse. Like in best case scenario, thoroughly worse than Lucy. Oh, probably shouldn't even get into Nicole. That's a bit more complicated. It requires a bit more math. But the formula is like 794. No, not that. No. 794 divided by a bunch of fractions, so it needs some parentheses. Let's see. Most enemies have like a 950 in the endgame content. Multiply it by 0.6 because Nicole reduces it by 40%. And then you add it by the level multiplier, which is what this is. This is a level multiplier, and this is the one you get at level 60, and then you do that math, and then yeah. Oh, hold on. I need to do the follow-up math, or the baseline math, which is 950 plus 794. Okay, so you go from dealing 45% of the enemies, or getting a 45% multiplier, and instead deal, let's see, 58211, yeah, and then divide that by 0.455275. Yeah, just about that. 27% damage increase from Nicole. Oh, yeah, she also has a 22% damage boost, which is completely separate from this increase. That's how much Nicole does, by the way. She's at a baseline 27. She's about this good every time you use her. I guess technically in some ways it might diminish a bit with Pen, maybe, or something. But technically she also, because she's reducing defense, or she's making this smaller, and the smaller this gets, the closer it gets to 1, which is the goal. So she also increases the value of flat pen, because the formula is, this is the defense stat. It's multiplied by any defense reductions, and then it's multiplied by penetration, and then it's taken away by flat pen. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, basically, Nicole's about a 29% damage increase, I guess, or 28, give or take. More defense makes it higher, I assume. But yeah, I didn't know it was that low. Pretty sure I did this math right. I mean, it looks correct. Baseline, you're always dealing less than half your damage against an enemy in a way, but as you get pen, it'll approach 100%. So yeah. Eventually, I mean, because it's this low, if you get 100% pen, you double your damage. So that's why pen gets strong and more valuable. But yeah, it increased it by how much? Yeah, like I said, 27%, 29, closer to 28%. And then again, she has a damage boost from her signature W engine. W, 15 to 24% damage boost while it's there. And on top of course, crit rate debuff. So 15% crit rate, and unlike her W engine, which is only like 2 seconds, so it only lasts 2 seconds while after her energy fields fade away. This one is like a long-lasting debuff. Is that after applying? I remember, yeah. No, yeah, it's ether damage from attack or EX cannon ultimate, so it's only while her gravity fields are up. It's a 2 seconds damage boost. That also increases her regen. Anything else? No, yeah, I think that's about it. Oh wow, she has anomaly buildup increased. It's attached to the energy generation one. What's this one? Weren't we? No. I read boundless steps earlier. Sorry, I bumped my water. Nope. Sorry. My controller went to sleep, so I forgot. It's a Nintendo controller, so it, screws up. Dang it. Okay, it's still playing. Why is it like this? All right. Where is it? There it is. The nighttime for construction. Cool. Yeah, anyway, all that was to say Pulchra, even if she gives something as big as a 30% general damage boost, kinda sucks. Thoroughly. Like, I mean, Lighter is really strong because even though damage boost gets diminished, he gives so much. He gives 75% out the gate. It's reliant on W engines, unfortunately, but he gives 75%. He came up to 75%, even 50% is real big. But yeah. But on top of that, he gives a 15% resistance down, which is most of the time you don't have multiplier like that. So it's just a raw 15% damage increase on top of the big, DMG damage increase. And that's why his buffing is powerful and is competitive with Astra's, probably. And that's on top of his own W engine giving a crit damage boost. Are there any other comparable agents? Should I mention Sokaku? Having already mentioned how big Lucy's 600 attack boost is. See, Ben? Oh, you know what? Pulchra might out-buff Ben, she might not out-daze Ben, but she might out-buff him. She could out-buff Piper, the damage dealer who deals a lot of damage and is competitive with Jane because of how synergistic she is with Bernice and Lucy. Seth, I haven't built Seth, so I don't really know. What does he do? Oh, 100 points of anomaly proficiency. How big is anomaly proficiency? Let's see. I think my best agent has Bernice has like 390. I think about 398, or it was 380 something, I think, as well. And then also added 75 because they used Time Weaver. Alright, so 573. Mod. I don't know what a mod is. I don't mod my game. 473. 20% increase. Epic. Only for one agent, I guess. What else does he do? Anomaly build-up resistance down. So the attack speed for anomaly agents. So he has a 100%. He's like a 20% increase to the anomaly agent's main source of damage and increases the speed at which they deal that damage. Let's see, anything else? The maximum limit is increased by 30%. Ends the anomaly proficiency. And he even lets his buff last 10 seconds after it. It's just shield value though. It stays up because he's a defender, so that's the best defenders get. They're like pseudo stunners, pseudo attackers, and then buffers. So yeah, sounds like Pulchra, I don't know, if she doesn't stun well, if she doesn't deal damage, and she doesn't have any major buffs, she's going to end up extraordinarily useless outside of Soldier Zero Anby. And I don't want Soldier Zero Anby, especially if they designed a character to only work with her in a way that still feels super artificial to me. It feels like super artificial to have this aftershock effect, and it looks like every character who has it is completely like off field while they're doing their aftershock, quote unquote. Unless you're Anby, who just, I guess, on field's aftershock, I guess. So now, because your on-field damage is called aftershocking, well, I guess you can get buffed by other shockers who boost aftershock damage, and then, in turn buff them. And if Anby's gonna buff aftershock agents, if Anby's gonna buff aftershock agents, then I guess you probably want to balance her, to be paired, when she's paired with her. Oh, it's so cringe. I hate it so much, dude. Nothing official, no official information. We don't know anything. I think she have like is that a piercing or like birthmark? It's probably a piercing based off the character's design. I guess a fight started. I guess, it's the appropriate music here, actually. It's funny that they spawned the hottie all the way over there. Oh, yeah, she has cool animations. Very slidey around. But yeah, it looks like, triggers a stunner, just like Pulchra. She also does the thing where she, attacks from off-field. Look at that. She's attacking from off-field. Well. But she's an S-Rank limited character who's coming out technically, after Pulchra releases. So, I guess she just presumably does whatever Pulchra does, but way better. Like, substantially better. Possibly good enough to be used outside of Vanby. Yeah, anyway. She gives this debuff. It's basically stun damage multiplier, but at all times. So, you know, with all the math done here, the math is easy here. She increases damage dealt by 20%. You know, and like, Nicole's about a 27% damage increase. Lucy without her Wenjin is about a 20% damage increase. So 20% damage increase, that's about even. But now if she does it while dazing, presumably attacking off field, dealing more daze damage, maybe dealing damage. So, like, I don't know. I mean, she can presumably take advantage of this buff herself. She's presumably always dealing 20% more damage now. Just like any buffer, like Lucy deals more damage because she gives herself a 600 attack buff over, like, say, Koleda attacking raw on her own. So, you know. But, you know, this is a core skill, so this is probably the baseline, so it can probably get even stronger. Like, imagine if it got over 30%. She's, like, if she gets over 30%, she's, like, you know, in a vacuum, stronger than Nicole, ignoring Nicole's own damage boost. So, like... Oh, sorry, that might have been audible. Hang on. I'm very worried that was audible, because I was also right by the mic. I assume it was louder for me. Because... well, I don't want to say what I was doing. I'll say it. I was pumping a pimple on my face. But on my right cheek, which is right next to the microphone. I hope that wasn't audible. Anyway, yeah. Like, if she buffs over 30%, like, I had it over here, yeah. Like, Lucy's a 36% damage boost. So, yeah, Lucy's pretty strong. And obviously, because of how much that's just an attack boost, too. So, like, you can get, like, way more attack from other sources. You know, which should diminish Lucy's buff, especially from external attack buffs, like say Piper's Zone, like I think 12% attack boost from her W engine, you know, from spinning. When you have Roaring Ride, yeah, that should diminish Lucy's attack buff a bit, even with Kaboom. But you know, that does mean, like, you know, technically a negative synergy with Astra, but because Astra buffs way harder, so, you know, you don't want to even check what Astra's doing. Then Nicole supposedly buffs, you know, even harder, especially because she has that damage boost, and especially because she has an ether damage boost, so, like, even harder buffs for Zhu, who has a lot of damage boost inherently, at least for her basic attacks. In and out of stun. Oh, hold on a second. Anyway, someone's home, so I'll probably stop soon, but... Hey, there's no one here. There's probably a bot, though, so that's cool. Thanks, bots, for watching. But yeah, I'm still talking now, so... Nicole... If Trigger buffs, like, over 30% damage, like, that's massive. Because it's a entirely separate buff. Sorry for putting my chair in the way. It squeaks. You know? No. Yeah, so over 30%. Like, and the big thing, it doesn't stack with other things. Like, Lucy's attack buffs gets a bit diminished if you have other attack buffers like Astra, but then this is always there. It's always, you know, a raw 20, maybe 30 something attack buff or damage increase that isn't diminished by, like, other damage buffs, like Lighter's damage buff technically does. But, you know, Lighter's damage buff is so high, it makes penetration viable. because like the pen stats, you can never get more than 40%, and this is what the difference with Nicole's 40% defense reduction looks like. So penetrations is never higher than 27%, so it's like maybe 25, maybe 22% without anything. But then if damage boost buffs are diminishing themselves, then yeah, pen ends up getting better. But then this is a buff here that, it's another multiplier. It's something else to increase the numbers, make them higher. So yeah, trigger looks strong out the gate, and that's on top of being a stunner who probably does actually deal daze, so you'll get to the stun window a lot faster than compared to all these supports. And that's on top of dealing off-field damage, so like maybe Lucy's M6, but more meaningful, because it's a bit hard to notice Lucy's M6 damage, and it becomes meaningful with people like Bernice or Korn or Piper who make it rain down in the boars, compared to Trigger, who is probably dealing a decent amount similar damage, but with any combination of characters and a lot more days, presumably a similar level of buffing to it does feel weird to talk about doing a similar level of buffing to Lucy, but you do a lot more other meaningful effects, presumably. So yeah, Trigger looks good, and of course it's an S rank, so you can get Mindscapes, and she probably has an insane W engine, which isn't being accounted for at all. And if she does have an insane W engine, yeah, why make Pulchra at all when you think about it? Like, if Pulchra ends up just being a worse version of Trigger, and Trigger's already a bit so-and-so-ish because of like her Trigger's buffing being comparable to maybe A-rank supports. That's interesting. I still want Trigger though, because a lot of people assume GUN won't work well with Trigger, which it looks right? Like GUN deals a whole 40% more damage attacking a stunned enemy, but and so you don't ever want to use her outside of stun, right? But I mean, she still has a 40% damage boost here, and again, it diminishes, and except this, which won't diminish, from an agent who gives her over 40% damage boost. And then there's Astra, or even Lucy, who's damage buffs. I think more closer to 33% because the extra 300 attack, but Astra in turn further increases how much attack buff Kaboom gives. So still, well, no, sorry, GUN's higher attack, so that should make Kaboom give more attack. So it's still somewhat similar to this. Hello. Oh, honestly, ranting a bit. Just mostly talking about the 1.6 characters. Talking about how I do want to get Trigger, even doing well. Think about getting Trigger, and for the silliest of reasons, just for Ji-Yuan. Why can't I say her name? It's I assume Ji-Yuan will still be massively stronger with Qingyi. It makes sense. You can save up all your bullets properly, and she has synergy where chain attacks give her the extra shot shells that you want to have. But I still feel like Trigger could do pretty strong, as I saw here. The 20% damage boost she gives as a separate boost, and so it's not like diminished by stacking too much damage, but numbers, or getting too much attack. Oh, sorry, bumped my desk. So like, I really feel like she could be a rather decent buffer all around, on top of being an actual stunner who makes the stun come faster. So I genuinely think, after playing like Nicole, Lucy a decent amount, well, not a decent amount, but a bit with GUN, I feel like Trigger could genuinely be comparable. And so I'm just wondering how Trigger Xiwen compares to like Astra Nicole Xiwen, since that's honestly my strongest team. So 1.0 character Xiwen is my strongest agent, which is funny. But it's the power of supports. And so that's mostly the only new agent I actually want for a while. No one else is too appealing. And then if Pulchra just does what Trigger does, but worse, it could feel pretty rough. Because I don't know, Trigger is still interesting. Still a bit worried on how good this buff is. I'll assume she's a new S rank, so I assume she'll be good. But a bit worried for a new A rank, especially if they're performing the same role as an upcoming S rank character. So feels a bit rough. Yeah, I have a lot of worry that Pulchra will only be viable with Anby herself, which would be a shame, because Pulchra was someone I kind of liked since this trailer or cutscene in game, so I really wanted her. So worried. Looks cool. We'll skip. Honestly, the biggest reason though, I missed out on Bernice's M2, and I want that. I tried it last time, didn't get it, but I want it. Oh right, they showed them after. Yeah, like it's not. Come on, missed. It's probably. Yeah, there we go. Now I won't miss. Let's see. The big thing though is like Bernice's M2 is kind of pretty nice for Deadly Assault, which is where the biggest trouble comes with clearing. Oh, be right there. So getting up to 20% pen attacking a single enemy. This is something you can probably keep up at all times during a Deadly Assault. So I do really want it, especially because my current build. All right. Oh wait, not using a controller. Oh, see.
Hey, don't look down on me.
After looking at all the numbers, like Piper can get a ton of like damage boost. Sorry, I'll beep. Piper can get a lot of damage boost, so this was my main build. Oh yeah, I put the good disc I had on her. I think this is what I had. Yeah, looks about right. And so anomaly proficiency is a bit low, but with the pen build, it's all strong, especially because you'll get more AP here. But yeah, because hold on, it's here, 35% damage here, and so with Fanged Metal, Piper has 50. She has 53% damage, like pretty much innately. So after the first assault, she'll just be dealing a ton more damage on the follow-up. And so with any other damage buffer, that's it. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh look, here's a number. Oh yeah, these were the stat sticks comparison. We saw Anby's W engine, so we can actually just see the numbers right here, or already know what they are. So since we saw them in the stream, so just comparing stat sticks, obviously it should be the new best, but Brimstone still isn't that bad, but I assume limited S rank W engine should be better. Like Piper, it's like 18, 35. So I guess she ends up with what, a 53% damage buff. Just one more boost, like from Caesar, who I am using with her, ends up making it a 78% damage buff, and that's excluding any other boost I could get. So it looked correct to start adding Oh yeah, wait, I forgot. I missed 10% because I'm gonna confuse myself. 10% because it's a Fang metal set, so that's 10% at all time. Just with 88%. 80% chest with Caesar on the team, so it seemed better to go for Pen here, and that's on top of the fact that I keep pressing buttons on my controller. It disconnected, so I have to use my mouse and keyboard. No, fine. This gives a damage boost, right? No, that's the extra power. I need to click this. This one is where it's important. Each stack of power increases. She gets a buff on the finishers for her special and EX special. So for Piper, and every stack of power gives 10% more. She can get up to 30%. So 40% damage boost on her EX special and special finishers. Because of how anomalies work, that the percent of the anomaly bar that those fill up will have that damage boost. So that's also only for a portion, but like maybe a 10% damage boost if you get a quarter every so often. A lot less than that, but it still makes pen ratio way stronger from what I assume. So, making it 52% with Bernice's M2 is appealing to me. So, still need to get better discs. Anyway, I think that's all. I think that's about all I have to say. Talked about the agents. I'm gonna pull for Bernice, and unfortunately, I did kind of want Zhiyuan's Mindscapes just because I like her and she's my current top DPS. But I'd rather try to get Trigger to see how that team works. And she's still an S rank stunner, so I'll assume she'll work very well with other attackers, even if she doesn't synergize too well enough with Zhiyuan. I also do, since I play DPS Koleda, I am really curious about the the Koleda Astra Yao Trigger team, or Astra Koleda Trigger. I'm pretty sure none of them will have their additional ability, but it shouldn't matter because I think for the most part they won't be too important, and all the buffs, the damage buffs, will still be intact, aside from Koleda's chain attack buff, which would be a bit hard to use. It depends on how strong Trigger's chain attack is then. So sounds like fun to try out. Story, we'll be interested to do that. New boss, of course, new boss. Thank goodness, please. Can't possibly be worse than Bringer and Nineveh. In Lost Void, if you don't have any buffs on, Bringer goes down super easily every time. It's kind of boring, but with I don't find all the other buffs too enjoyable, but with the final ether activity buff that increases the all-around attributes for every enemy, it becomes a bit of a slog to me, and it makes it feel almost impossible to clear the hand or the DM, and so you end up having to go through that, which is just a stupid and really annoying animation to get through. It's not a fun instance of gameplay to me, so don't like Bringer that much. He's otherwise, I think, super fine. Nineveh is unfortunately really boring with long, very long DMs, like 2 guaranteed, if you don't power through and kill her before she ends up being able to do them, which sometimes I can, even with the enhanced attributes. So I wouldn't mind a level increase to Lost Void Blitz, because that's where I fight Nineveh very often, because I just like the Blitz mode in Hollow Zero, which I genuinely enjoy it more than Lost Void. So, hopefully he won't. I really wish he could go to the Withered Guard, or the Withering Seedbed, or Withered Garden, or Withered Domain. I forget. It has names. Unfortunately, we're stuck with him. So, kind of looks cool. Really cool design, of course. And so, he's going to be Geppetto, Puppet Master, I guess. Geppetto was more of a toy maker, I think, or something. I'll have this DM. It looks like it could be really annoying, and it kind of gives the same vibe of the dancers, the Twin Marionettes DM. So that's a bit rough. It looks like it's just if he just does the one, then it should be fine. Especially if you have this little DM here, and if you take out the enemies, he'll fall. It'll feel like what should be happen when you take out all the tentacles from Nineveh. That feels like what should already happen, but no, he'll actually do it. Hopefully his attack animations are cool and aren't too annoying. I think he can easily become the best of the Hollow Zero bosses, because I feel like the other two kind of left a relatively low bar. So hopefully he's fun. I'll enjoy fighting him. That's about the main thing, aside from depression, because unfortunately the only character I have getting gear is Astra Yao, and the A ranks. The A rank is yet another one I don't play, which sucks. I don't play Corn or Billy. So, I'll try them out because they let you level them up or auto power up, but they'll just also just be weaker than if I level them up and gear them myself, which is the annoying part. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fun, but not a fan of Lost Void format. I wish there was like a gear. They got the gear system over to Blitz mode of Withering Garden. That'd be a lot more interesting for me to try out Asha there. But yeah, I guess I'll try it there. Hopefully it's fun. I guess Asher is literally the only character I'm gonna have limited S rank. It's so annoying that they keep doing the modern S ranks, and unfortunately the two older S ranks they picked were Ellen, who I missed out on, and Jane, who I skipped. Or now they're going to give some to Jane, who I skipped. So that's so annoying. Wish they picked GUN, but oh well. I mean, especially since GUN's coming out. Hopefully next time. Is what it is. Anyway, I think that's about it. This player just killed a civilian. That's terrifying. Anyway, that's about it. I think it's time to go off now. Yeah, that's about all I had to say. I hope whatever they do for Pulchra, they let her be good. I really like her. I think she looks cool. So I think it'd be cringe if she ends up only viable with Anby. I really don't want to pull Anby just to make a character I wanted for actual months now be viable. That'd suck. I don't like the way they synergize. It feels a bit artificial to me. So I don't want to pull for Anby. I guess I'll pull for Trigger. I hope Trigger and Pulchra themselves synergize together very well, but I'm not counting on it being any like particularly better than other characters I like. Kind of feels bad that Pulchra's an off-field attacker sort of thing, because I would like to play her, but instead she's just gonna do her thing. Then the optimal gameplay is doing an attack, then jumping off to make her attack from off-field, which is not really playing her. It kind of sucks. It's a shame, because I really wanted her. Now she's this. Hopefully she's good, better than usable. I don't want her to be like... she shouldn't be like better than... She obviously shouldn't be better than like Lucy or Nicole in every single team, but she should definitely have her own teams that are comparable to them. That feels like the baseline, right? Especially if she's a new A-rank agent, she should have like, combinations and stuff. So hopefully she's not just hard locked to being used with Anby, because that would generally be depressing. Oh well. Anyway, that's me probably being overly sad and overly pessimistic. Oh well. That's about all I had to say though. She was fun. Hopefully I'll probably try to do more runs on my own time just to make sure the Koleda DPS team can under 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure they can. I'm pretty sure I messed up a bit and just need to... the mob stages in Shiyu defense are so rough. Oh well. Thanks to anyone who watched or watching. This was fun to talk about. It's fun to talk about the game and stuff, even if it does make me worry at times or maybe a bit annoyed. It's still a lot of good. The game's really fun to play at a baseline, so that's good. And actually wanting to get Trigger is nice, because I feel like I don't want agents too much. Like, it's kind of funny. The main reason I got Astra Yao was because I wanted to try double support with GUN, And so once again, I'm getting triggered just because I want to try out that team with GUN again. I might end up needing a carry DPS sometime. Hopefully no time soon. It's nice that as long as like DPS Koleda can clear an S rank or like clear her side of Shiyu defense in under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, that feels good. Good for the level of power creep. And she can still 20k on Deadly Assault stages, so that's nice. Anyway, gonna hopefully I have enough polychromes or get enough to get Ladder's Wenjin whenever he reruns to, you know, keep Pulchra or keep Koleda strong. Oh, Pulchra is good. That's about all. Thanks anyone who watched or watching. Fun time. See ya.